Привет. О, прикольно. А там написано, сколько лет?
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad. Boxy clothing. Can't rightly say, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does. Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children out all alone. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does.
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures. All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him. As well they should. You should be afraid, child. Find Margaret Tuck lurking around here somewhere. She can tell you more.
Leave me alone. I'm busy. Everything's important to someone. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now. Oh, you really are in over your head. Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him.
Привет, Дэсвиш. Привет, Мек. Интересно, сколько лет? Ой.
Слушаю тебя стрим.
Лол. Я тоже. Интересно, сколько это лет? Она мне не сказала, сколько лет. Мне кажется, лет 8 уже.
Ты стримишь?
А, не, меньше. Угу. Не, наверное, меньше. Лет 7. Да. Вокруг меня зона отчуждения.
The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrow Alley. And he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrow Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see.
Что значит отчужденный капитал?
Собрали кого-то. Отчуждение.
Что это значит? Вокруг меня отчужденный капитал.
Капитал?
Угу.
If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Ну, не знаю, может быть, еще не до конца прошло, вроде все так же. Ого, смотрите, квадратики, видите? Ого. А это так моделька типа растворяется на точечке.
Snuff out the lights in Mulgar Alley, and you'll find him there.
You want to know about the Shadow Man? You want to know about the Shadow Man? The Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He'll come and take your child away. And you might cry, and you might pray. But the Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He don't like shine, and he don't like sun. He'll come out the walls when the daylight's done. Snuff out Muddy Grow Alley's lights, then you best run, for the last night of the Shadow Man has begun. Sounds to me like you're fixin' to go see him. I wouldn't thank me just yet. You want to know about the Shadow Man? That's so...
Так, похоже, вот тут нашего пацана и съели. Может, это и есть сом?
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Так, а где что произошло-то? Ой.
Are you the Shadow Man?
Oh, I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories? I'm what goes bump in the night. I'm what comes for children when they roam a little too far from home. This is what I do.
А вроде еще
What I
Бугимен.
used to do anyway. Before this silly war.
Бугимен же еще вроде детей крадет, да?
That may be true, but there is another truth. That if you're not afraid now, You'll soon learn to be. He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage. You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children. Besides, you don't have what I need. Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me. That remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the triplets war to end.
Ого. Ха. Не, это такая озвучка.
Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror.
Прям
And
как
they
сейчас.
have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that. I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder. I've been around for centuries even. I know more than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again. For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders, and my hunger won't be held at bay forever.
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
Стоп, тут мы уже были. Спасибо, Карху. Жесть, вам что, всем оповещения пришли, типа? Спасибо. Зайди на стрим, а то сдохнешь, да? Хорошее оповещение. Надо себе такое поставить. Спасибо. Прикинь, и реально отрастет после твоего пожелания.
That poor woman, completely mad. Have you seen Nishka? That poor woman, completely mad.
Это нормальная женщина, у нас на России все такие. Completely mad.
Fascinating, fascinating. Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment? Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a... Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war?
Well, that's the sort of opinion that'll make nobody like you. My word, what an opinion indeed.
You, I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we? No, I don't remember much, and I'm sorry, what did you want? Oh, with the children. The 3 children. They... Well, something happened. There were sounds from his chambers. Was someone with him? I was his bodyguard, and I ran to look, and he was supposed to be sleeping, but... I'm sorry, it was such a shame, such a... I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you? I'm sorry. I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clearly, and then... poof. But there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person, or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, and if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it. I'm sorry, find what? What were we talking about? Oh, if only I could remember.
Ну вот и поговорили.
That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important. Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
Интересно.
All bets are off when you've got a new... Oh, hello. You've made it to 3-Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cars, eh? I could ask you the same thing. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let's trade cards! Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past when we've got cards in the present? So, let's trade, shall we?
Блин, обожаю, когда в играх есть озвучка. О, что-то новенькое. Опа, баблишка. Ух ты.
Yes, the war zone was no place for most children, but even suspected Yes.
Что-то не работает. Так, вот там я
I'm
была.
noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are. This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose. Everything's owned by someone. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are. I suppose it is. I don't know any other way to live, you understand. It belonged to the triplets, and before then, it belonged to the Lord or King of Freedom, before his murder. Royal families are like servants. They tend to expand to the size of their manor. Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield. Please excuse me. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her. That's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life.
It's funny. Your little friend up there reminds me of something. He seems so small and quiet, but a memory somewhere is whispering to me that he's so... Oh, what's the word? Ah, yes, I remember now. Dangerous. He's brimming with power, isn't he? The power to reshape the world, ready to blow, just waiting for the trigger. What were we talking about?
Погнали.
Seeing the ease at which Dicey affected the world, Even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power? And now, Even suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
It's the Count! Ladies and gentlemen, the Count has won the roll!
Сейчас королева нас обнаружит.
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Hi there, I'm Tea Time Tootsie. I used to be our late King's master planner. Hey, we don't choose our names, our parents did. Oh, well, the Nanny Fortuna renamed me after my, previous master was murdered. I hear she likes tea. Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know.
Observation, my dear girl, which leads to knowledge. Knowledge, to coin a phrase, is power. I just invented that saying right now. Here, let me give you an example. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the colossuses moves. Sarcasm. I can detect that too. But what everyone else has failed to notice is how the winning Colossus brings most of the robots he commands with it, and that leaves the area behind safer to traverse. Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No. Only I see it. By the order of Nane Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them. Although I would be interested in learning more about the triplets for observational purposes only. Tell you what, if you meet them, come back here and describe them to me. There'd be a reward in it for you. Terrific.
Ничего страшного. Я тоже, так сказать, dead inside. Ого.
Someone has entered your ruin castle, Your Grace.
I swear, it must be my bloody sister, the Baroness, or my fancy-pants brother who thinks he's so much better than me, sending their assassins to smother me in my sleep. But this count is awake and ready for you! You hear that, assassins?
Ой-ой-ой. Сейчас нас будут ебать.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Manny. Esquire.
The Count? I love that guy. You don't. He's great. There's definitely no downsides to the man. Everything he does is so grounded and normal. It's super
super normal to go even crazier because your imaginary friend Shmoo is missing. It's the Count's friend that has recently gone missing, but any political leader would completely lose their mind about that. It's normal. He's normal. I'm normal. We're normal. Okay, I gotta go. If we talk too long, someone might think we're conspiring against him, which again, it's great. Can't wait until the Queen rolls her dice and it's our time to fight and maybe die for him again. It's so great and normal. The Count? I love that guy.
Мне так нравится, как в детских играх и мультиках куча всяких отсылок на реальную взрослую жизнь. Причем в таких типа взрослых играх их меньше. Там в основном просто мочилово какое-то. Так, сейчас драться надо будет. А может и не надо будет. Хотя странно выглядит как арена. Блин, чё, останься там, постой. Ты сучара. Запрыгай. Вот это нормальная штука. Ох, ёкало. Сука. Ох, ё-моё, сейчас сдохну. Жесть, что-то я не то сделала. Ой, ты чё, кто это сделал? Да, блин. О, господи, дайся. Ну почему в этот раз ты решил там подольше постоять? Ого, нормально, один чел. Спасибо. Да блин. Да блин. Жесть, жестко. Ой, что-то много тут сюда пришло. Да, блин.
You're here to kill me, aren't you? And then die by your traitorous hand? Bah! War! Have you ever marched out into a battle, little girl? I don't know. Assassin school? Unlike you, mysterious interloper, I have been in battle. Every day. In my mind. You're being obsequious. You're being kind because you want me to let my guard down and then kill me. Kids can be assassins. I've heard of it in stories that may or may not have been based on truth. End it? How can you end it when the Colossus has already moved more than once today? This war is only heating up. What do I need? Everything! My bodyguard is dead, the war goes poorly, and then well, and then poorly again. And on top of that, Count Shmoo has been kidnapped. The third of his name, yes. He was stolen from me by the vicious Baroness, my meanie of a sister. Shmoo is like a son to me, and I haven't been able to sleep since he was taken. Do this for me, and I shall give you something. How do you like that? Nishka, the only one I could trust besides my father. She disappeared when he was killed. But you're in no shape to replace her, child! She was the whole family's bodyguard! She was great. Or so I thought until she let one of us, not me, kill my father. Of course! Obviously I would keep track of that. Someone took it. A little bird whispered that it's locked up in the head of the broken colossus that used to be my father's. It should be collecting ashes somewhere in the battlefield. Why? Was someone going to use it to assassinate me? Well, good.
bores me. It's just, oh no, this person died. Oh no, this other person died. Bah! Tell me when I've died and then I'm interested. In avoiding it, obviously. Even if she's alive, that leaves my lands undefended and myself open to assassination. Ha! It'll never happen. So that's the deal. Find my plushie, and I'll give you... Well, I don't know what I've got like that. Oh, but I do have a finger taken from the scene of the crime of my father's murder. 'Tis yours if you recover Shmoo for me. Deal? What? No! Do my quest first. No!
The Count was an odd duck. And a paranoid duck, too, come to think of it. But Even was now one step closer to triggering Nishka's memories. And possibly, just possibly, ending this war in Threedom.
О, тут было закрыто.
Bold of you to be just running around here.
Bolt of you, это типа тупо? Прикольно. Лысо с твоей стороны. Кек. Забавно, нефразеологизмы.
The 3 robots out there always just destroying things. They don't care for our kind, you know. They'll step on you as easily as we step on ants.
Go, dig, nosnik, rak, kano, gmnerf. Dakapoin, og narmene, kneinast, dagimnat, og hana, golkash, nainga, malmne, gan, gnema, ogergo, horgo, Walk the gay, him in the ha, kiss Norego, no, Kamela, Manenga, Malaha. Tokamara, Kena, Kuske, Gerakamone, Kagamanik, Kos, Nornehame, Kos, Okos, Gamanena, Ina Lakone, Nahaina, Takero, Takeshkamane, Korahane, Toka Golkash, Narmane, Toke, Oka, Enahana, Takapoin, Rak, Das,
А, лол. Спасибо.
Citizens, country compatriots, let yourself eat cake, for now arrives the winner of the role, the Duke.
Here, mate, let's trade cards. Sometimes I feel like it's my sole purpose in life.
Ловенько. Деньги закончились. Блин, нужен ключ. У нас нет ключа.
Poor Even. You still don't know how to say what you want. Hello, Even. You're not asking the right questions. You're still not asking the right questions. But I wonder if you can help my sisters. The children of the king aren't the only triplets in Threedom. In the middle of this war, my twins disappeared, unlike you. I feel like a part of me is missing. Can you find them for me? That's not important. You'll know them when you see them. After all, you knew me. If you find them, tell them to meet me at the safe spot, over by the sword bridges. Find us there once we're all gathered, and I will have something for you.
Тупая девочка.
You'll find us among the teapots, in the trenches, and under the ground.
Надеюсь, она мне даст $300.
Sir, 1,000 apologies, sir, but your mid-afternoon cake was burnt in the chef's oven.
A cake flop, eh? Oh, how delightfully decadent. I'll take the whole thing.
But sire, it's burnt to a crisp.
Ooh, a new flavor I haven't experienced for years. What an amusing diversion. Have chef serve it to me at dinner, and if he refuses, kill him, and then yourself.
Yes, sir.
Didn't tell
The
yourself.
Duke certainly lived in style. Oh, it was all a show, and the horrors of war did sometimes bleed through the artifice the Duke had constructed. But if he ever noticed it, he certainly never let it show.
I'm having a ball. Simply a great time. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing.
Типа у собачки есть мячик?
This is the only thing that I'd want to do. I don't have any regrets at all.
Это я тоже опять. Кейк. Торт с кремом.
You don't fit in here, my dear. Yes, I expect you are. We don't get many visitors here. Those that come tend to be unable to leave until the party ends, which of course it never does. Have you tried the cake? You don't fit in here. Yes, I...
Тортик. Как там в этом меме было, типа, видос «Я хочу тортик» или как? Сколько тут этих штучек вообще, просто фармим по КД. О. Мадам. А, точно, я несу тортик. Кстати, зря у того было.
No niin, tuokaa tässä niin. Oikein monohana. Ole, oke tuo menheillä. Toinen, koodemme näin. Tuikat näihnaho. Tikku, remeneinä noi. Aanikin, tänä snaki. Taake mönne heireho. Oota, snennalmiin. Taake karvno. Teine heirene. Tukinema lorne kana. Taakit nonne. Raatskalainen. Mootkaane monini. Aakete mormanan. Toire menala. Tuoket kaapgo. Keneha. Tukinema lorne kana. Tuikat näihnaho. Oikein monohana. Tuoket kaapgo. Keneha. Tikku, remeneinä noi. Oota, snennalmiin. Tuokaa tässä niin. Aanikin, tänä snaki. Mootkaane monini. Teine heirene. Koodemme näin. Okato men hela. Zakap karbno. Sakit nonne. Toire menala. Onone. Toine. Tole. Akete. Mormanan. Take mun her. Mot ganem moningi. Tokinemo. Okato men hela. Tuikat. Zakap karbno. Sakit nonne. Tegne heirne. Onone. Ratskalaine. Narmnaha. Go. Kermnahan. Hof ne non maneno. Damel. Dovko. Mene kalin.
Как мило.
Okas galo wa. Okas ka. Monika njena. Kushka munhagas ngen. Oma. Tole. Ore keimonohana. Toine. Ore menaine. Taake mun heire ho. Tikku. Remeneina noi. Toire menala. Akete. Mormanana. Toka paanike. Nanamas no.
Laser som porg, dødvår, for fuldt døfler, dejlede, døfler, hans kæs, fuldt dejlede, for laser som dødvår, døfler.
Это как во Франции, видимо, во время войны жили.
You may approach. No. This simply will not do. That is not how you greet a duke, child. Leave, and return only when you can greet me properly.
Hello, darling. You're a long way from home, aren't you? No, darling. That's not how you address a superior. In this kingdom, whenever you meet someone of a higher station, you must always begin by saying, "Begging your forgiveness, sir or madam." There you go, darling.
Well, I never. Look at you. You're the spitting image of an unskilled labourer. Perhaps a chimney sweep? Well, I never. Look at you. You're the spitting image of an Child, no. You simply can't address people this way. You must always use their titles. For example, I am to be addressed as my most esteemed lady, and the Duke is Your Imperial Majesty, rightful Lord of Freedom. Without the right titles, none of us can possibly be expected to respond to you. It's a simple matter of respect.
Ой, прикольно. То есть, типа, это третий мир. Я почему-то подумала, что тут, типа, третий воюет с четвертым и пятым. Или так и есть. Или просто это третий мир, и тут у этого короля 3 детей. Поэтому так вот.
You're very well.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, child. Look at you, child. Why, you might as well be dressed in rags. Who are you? And what brings you here? Oh no, child. That is not how you introduce yourself in conversation. You must always curtsy first.
Curtsy?
Oh no, heavens no. You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so unseemly when a lady goes down too far and then snaps her head up like a drinking bird. Here, like this. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, yes. Perfectly wonderful. Now, what did you want to discuss? I'm afraid I wouldn't know about that. Pity. You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so unseemly when a lady goes down too far and then snaps her head up like a drinking bird.
You! Yes.
What's up, Duke?
So... Oh. Imagine me deigning to respond to a greeting like that. Run along, child. Leave and...
Да что такое?
You!
Что значит Kirsty?
Yes. So... Oh... Well, finally some respect around here. Well met, Lady Eve. What brings you to the company of the Duke, the one and only rightful ruler of three? Our old bodyguard. Oh, heavens, what is there left to say? She protected us until she didn't. And my dear father paid the price. I haven't heard from her since. She's dead and gone, I suppose. Oh, good for her. I should send her a cake. Only we haven't one to spare, you understand. No. I couldn't possibly leave the castle. The horrors of war wait outside, child, and I can't have my people remembering them.
Спасибо.
No, out of the question. I have only your word that she's even alive, and we've just become acquainted. Then again. All right, I, in my infinite wisdom and appetites, have decided to do you a favor. I will give you something of extreme value if you will in turn do me a favor first. There is a portrait of me here. Certainly, you've noticed my beauty, my handsomeness, my regal demeanor. I am there with my father, his favorite child. However, part of the painting is missing. When we split our lands after my father died, the Count took control over the old royal nostalgia. I'm sure the second half is there, and it proves that I was father's favorite. Return with it to me, and you shall be rewarded. What other way is there to live? What, as a commoner? We've already got plenty of them, I'm afraid. But there's only one me. I owe it to my people to be the most me I can be. Pass me some sweets, will you? What is there to say? The dreadful thing drags on, my insolent siblings refusing to give any quarter. But they'll come to their senses at some point and surrender. But until then, sweets do make the time pass more pleasantly. Don't you agree?
Тупая.
Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the murder weapon still sticking out of him. Such impertinence! No, you can't have it. One of my lovely spies told me someone locked it up on Father's robot's head. Giant, beastly thing. I'm afraid that robot is long gone. Probably turned to scrap by now. Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the Oh, you know how things grow legs and walk off sometimes. Metaphorically, one of my lovely spies told me someone... Shmoo, the Count's dreadful plush thing? Heavens, I can scarcely recall what we did with it. The Baroness launched it into our territory a few moons back. Heaven knows why. No, I haven't. My soldiers found it during one of our training marches. I thought it would destabilize him, perhaps lead us to victory. But no, it just made him shriller. We can hear him sometimes, you know, even over the chamber music. Ooh. Oh, I remember now. When I realized it was useless, I had Shmoo thrown in the cellar of the old castle dungeon. The castle is long gone now, replaced by a battlefield. But the basement may still be out there somewhere. He's yours if you want it. I have no use for something so depressingly pedestrian.
Значит, pedestrian.
Then there he shall rest until the worms eat his stuffing. But for us... Nothing. He's rubbish, child. You want to dirty your hands with him? That's your business. I'd rather dirty these royal hands with nothing heavier than cheese frosting. That dreadful stuffed boar was thrown in the cellar of the... In the Nostalgium, on the Count's land. I'm sure that wicked brother of mine keeps it there, and it will prove that I was always Father's favorite.
Наверное, прозаический. Или скучный. Там какая-то японская музыка играет. 3 баг. Должен появиться Health эликсир, а он не меняет картинку, видишь? Вот тут раз, два, третий раз жму, а эликсир не появляется. Прикольно. Прикольная секвенция. Блин, ну ты куда полетел? А, то есть он чисто по одному пути полетит вперед. Окей. Ну, дамаг нормальный. Хорошо. Блин, мне похилиться надо, ё-моё. Ё-моё. блин. Ох, хилочка, наконец-то. Ё-моё. О. Так. Странный, конечно, хилка. За которой бегать надо. Что, все? Быстро. Наверное. Блин. Ну, хорошие карты. Ну, блин, все равно не хватает, правда? Ну ладно. Почему мне не те же карты дают? Капец обидно. Опа.
You're burning daylight even, and I don't think I like what I see. Indeed we do. But you'd better. The boy is growing cold in here. Let's hope it's time you have.
Фига он урод. Еще и меня, блин, поторапливает.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Yes, yes, this is the peas. And don't I look dashing? It was my pre-wig period, mind you, but well, wait a minute. We're all sitting in his lap, but that means Daddy loved us all equally? Well, I suppose I did, even if the painting was a disappointment. Here, have this worthless thing, worth a fortune to a commoner like you, and I'll hardly notice its absence. And don't let anyone say the nobility isn't as kind as it is cake-filled.
With a memento of the Duke in her hands.
Even was one step closer to being able to trigger Nishka's memories of that fateful
One
night.
step closer to being able to trigger Nishka's memories of that fateful night.
At 10 hut, recruits, for the Baroness has won the roll. All hail her rule and her rules.
Ну, блин, пустите.
Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Hey, kid. You want to hear a story? Oh, good. You're showing an old soldier a kindness, kid. There's a saying in Freetown, bad luck comes in threes. Well, it was right. I was there in the first battle, the first time the triplets fought, right after the king died. It was savage. The triplets, I didn't hold anything back. It was as fierce and as destructive as the dice maker's own fury. And when it was over, well, that's just it, isn't it? It never ended. We're still fighting those same battles every day. And me, I'm just about out of fight. Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Everyone's looking for someone here. Me? I'm looking for my brother Henry. Lost him somewhere in the Duke's territory, or running away from the machines. I'm sure he's alive, though. I see him in my dreams, though he doesn't see me. Stay safe out there, kid. Stay safe out there, kid.
Deals here. Get your deals here.
To get an invincibility potion, are you?
Deals here. Get your deals here. War's good for business. Everybody needs something in a war. That means you can jack up your prices like crazy. Oh, what? I mean, jack up the deals on your prices like crazy. Everything must go, kid. Oh, sure you do. And if you don't, you will. Everyone comes to trade with me eventually. That's the beauty of war. Everybody needs something, and I've got something for everyone. Only when it comes to deals, kid. Check. Everybody needs something, and I've got something for everyone.
Ух, ёкай, жесть, тут это ебака. Страшно. Ух, ё-моё. Что это такое? Что это хоть? Понятно. Ух, ё-моё. Блин, сидится.
I'm gonna die in battle soon, and I did feel bad about it. But now I feel fine about it. I can see fine, kid. They're all the same side in the end. Now, shoot! Shoot!
Короче, я все, пока, может потом попозже еще поиграем. Спасибо за просмотр.